It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this Maximizing Mess Monday? You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what you talking about? Oh, I got a good one for you today. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good? People like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken and the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the top of that thing, everybody on the bottom of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken and the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. You know what I'm talking about? You can go get you one off of 76 MacArthur Giants Liquor. You can go get you one off of 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now, you know, you can come baby cuz. Baby cuz got him. You know what I'm talking about? Baby cuz got him. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Did you see him? You know what I'm talking about, man? But if all else fails, man, you can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's my man Marlo. Asked for birthday, man. Happy birthday, bro. You know what I'm talking about? One of my partners I grew up with. You know what I'm talking about? We went to Frick together. You know what I'm talking about, man? Marlo, I see you, man. You know what I'm talking about? In stores now, you know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, go get one of them things off the shelf. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you copy a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Stick Up 2 coming soon. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying 2 coming real soon. You know what I'm talking about, man? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC, man. Worldwide Incorporated. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know, they gonna say, baby, cuz, what does that mean? And I'm gonna continuously tell you everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Indugu Fresh. Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rude. Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next, man. Same thing, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, man. Everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers. You know what I'm talking about? You know, good brother like myself. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug users. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no drug sellers. No siree, bud. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippers now. Don't do it. And you know what I'm talking about? Don't do it. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. People, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? Nah. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I don't promote shit. They was talking to me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? Not shit. You know what I'm talking about? Nah. You know what I'm talking about? Me? Or I promote Fire Pod. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with it. We don't know how much we got, people. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I loves everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm saying? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out, man. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, was good with the people this morning, man. How's y'all doing on this Maximizing Mess Monday? You know what I'm talking about? Bro, looking for shit. I don't know what I'm deal with. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who don't work for the court but always judging somebody. Guilty. I see. You fuck it. Y'all, hold on, man. Let bro go do this shit real quick, man. How's y'all doing this Monday, man? On this Maximize and Mess Monday. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm talking about? We finna get into it though, y'all. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Bro trying to trying to maximize your fragrance. You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing? Did you miss me? Now I'm gonna jump straight into it. Maximize your mess Monday. Now y'all, you know I always get up here. I'm talking about the behaviors. I'm talking about how we could bring all this thing together. You know what I'm talking about? Bring it in. I always come up here trying to do that, right? Like I tell you, we act like it's an unknown force that's holding us back when it's us. Now this Maximize your mess Monday, I seen it with my own eyes this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Now, the problem we got as the people, I don't really know how to put this, man. I'm just gonna tell you, the church people. Oh yeah, I got to come for you. You know what I'm talking about? Now I ain't talking about the, you know who I ain't talking about, man. I'm talking about the church people, man. All them so-called Bible thumpers, all them so-called people of God, and all that shit that you always want to deem yourself, right? Y'all are the biggest maximizers of mess that we got in our community, man. And I'm just here to tell you. Fire pop. Fire pop. Y'all are some of the biggest maximizers of mess. Now I was finna go somewhere else with this shit this morning. I was finna let everybody get it. But I can see now that's gonna take me a while to talk about y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you Bible thumping, self-proclaimed people of God, y'all the reason why us as the people can't even pay it forward. Because if you want to keep it real, man, y'all like bullies in the community, folks. And you just is. And half y'all brainwashed. Now, I got a secret for you, man. Because I'm just talking about my lifetime. I don't know what y'all done seen, but I'm talking about my baby cuz lifetime. For me going to church, I was raised in the church, man. My grandmama one of the best church people I ever seen in my life, man. She was just one of the best people I've ever seen in my life, man. You get what I'm saying? But since I've been little, man, what I've been noticing in this so-called church shit is just a bunch of insecure, low self-esteem people, man. And they clamp onto that shit because it makes them fulfilled in some kind of way, man. So now they run around earth. They wake up every morning with them Bible scriptures and they put it in their waistband like that motherfucker a 40 cal with a 30 stick. And they spend their whole day shooting at motherfuckers with Bible verses, man. And I'm just here to tell y'all one of the biggest maximizers of mess that it is, man. Because the Bible say a lot of shit that y'all don't never go around spewing. The Bible say you don't judge, right? This is what the Bible say. The Bible say God say love everybody, man. So how do y'all come around with this Bible and this cult religion type of attitude, man, and y'all start deeming everybody else as outcasts? Y'all the ones who separating shit, man, because you done somehow came around here and put your motherfucking self on some kind of spiritual pedestal. You know what I'm talking about? You closer than God than I am. You know what I'm talking about? God said this, God said that. Bro, like I say, I know what God said, folks. The Bible is your basic instructions before leaving earth, man. And I just don't get how nobody, like the Bible is for your own walk. It's for your own walk, man. So you supposed to read that shit and apply it to yourself. God ain't deemed you no usher from heaven, bruh, and sent you down here to point out everybody else with a Bible verse. You just pulling out your waistband shooting. You know what I'm talking about? Got to stand on that thing, man. And the favorite thing people want to say is what God said, right? Now, I'm going to tell you the problem with that. Say I don't believe in the Bible, bro. God told me don't believe in man, bro. And I just find it hard to believe in this. And I'm not asking you to believe this. I'm just telling you what I believe. You get what I'm saying? I just don't believe a motherfucker just come down, hand you something to say this is what God said. I just don't believe that. That motherfucker been tampered with too much. And if God said it, I just said none of that happened. You get what I'm saying? But them my beliefs. Now say you believe the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And everything they told you that this is what God said, right? So we go somewhere, bruh. I'm not going to say nothing about me not believing the Bible. But you know what you going to do? The moment we get somewhere, you gonna start telling everybody just how much you believe in the Bible. Now, I'm not even gonna bring that shit up. We can agree to disagree. I'm gonna treat you and we just vibe. We could talk about something else, bro. We could play some music. We can get the fucking with it. You know what I'm talking about, man? We can get the fucking with it. But we ain't gonna do none of that because you feel that it's y'all right to sit around here and it's your duty. You know what I'm talking about? Like the children of the corn or somebody, Malachi and Isaac face ass motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's your duty to sit around here and spread God's word. Then if somebody else don't want to hear that shit, here you go deeming them what they is. And that's why I tell you, church people are some of the biggest maximizers of mess. Because they walk around all day judging people, deeming people what they is, bro. And that's where how the mess gets started. Because they already putting themselves, like I said, on some kind of spiritual pedestal, so it keeps the people separated. But like I said, if you ask me, because I've seen people with, mom said, don't never blow your nose on camera. Because I've seen my life, and I've seen these insecure and low self-esteem people. So it's like they like to deem themselves, they like to put themselves on a spiritual pedestal because it makes them feel some kind of like they have something over you. Like I have the knowledge of God. And they just use that shit to debate with. They always want to come tell you. Then have you ever noticed somebody come tell you something that what God said, but like they just put their own spin on it? Like that ain't what God said. That's what you trying to say that God said. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think he meant that. You get what I'm talking about? But they're gonna change the interpretation. But guess how many people gonna do that on earth, y'all? And if you ask me, that's some of the biggest shit to keep us separated, bruh. That's the biggest maximizing of mess, man. Because you got people around deeming themselves, putting themselves on some kind of spiritual pedestal. So now they're better than you in some kind of way. Now you serving man. Now you the devil's work, bruh. Everybody has their own personal relationship with God. And I'm under the belief that everybody should just respect everybody else's own personal relationship with God. You get what I'm saying? But for some reason, what they gonna do, y'all? They gonna come around like bullies, man. Like we ain't even got to talk about God, the Bible, or nothing. I don't know why you always feel like you do. You know what I'm talking about? You just believe what you believe. But you'll come pushing what the fuck you believe and try to bully everybody else with that shit. Then if somebody disagree with you, they a bad person or they serve the devil. That shit, that's another invisible motherfucking brainwashing, y'all. A bunch of senseless ass sayings, folks. Everybody seeing, bro, everybody do the same shit, folks. But for some reason, you didn't step back from everybody else, I guess, because you was sent from heaven. So now it's on you to be the motherfucking world marshal. You know what I mean? So you could deem who serving God, who not serving God. You could deem who is a bad person. Man, I was on Steve Gilmore, motherfucking shout out Steve Gilmore. I was on this damn live this morning, man. Good live. You get what I'm saying? And he said love is that's an action, bruh. You know what I mean? Love is an action, man. That shit ain't words. But guess why so many people like the Bible, man? Because it's supposed to be an action book, but it's a sayings book. So you could just run around all day saying sayings. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have to have no action behind this motherfucker. You could have just got through, you know what I'm talking about, smoking some dope. This is what you could have just got through doing. You know what I'm talking about? Now, that was your action. But you would run outside and get to telling people what God said. But when you was in there, probably before you smoked some dope, you said, God forgive me. You ain't going to run out there and tell everybody else, God forgive you. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't going to do that, folks. You're going to sit around and use God words to debate all day with other people, bro. Off some shit you believe. You ain't even got to bring that shit up. But you want to talk about maximizing mess Monday, man? You church people, y'all one of the biggest maximizers of mess in our community, man. Y'all just is. Because y'all can't just believe what the fuck y'all believe and everybody just be everybody. We could just pay it forward. No, man. If y'all gonna try to push some shit on somebody and if they ain't on one accord with you, y'all gonna turn them against to the bad guy, like the coat. All of a sudden they gonna get shunned. You know what I'm talking about? God say vengeance is his, man. So why is everybody walking around mad at somebody? You know what I'm talking about, man? Because y'all boosie. Hey, that's why, man. How can you love God if you don't even love yourself? See, a lot of y'all 42 faking with that shit and ain't nobody else gonna tell you. But I'm gonna tell you something about my channel. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'm gonna tell you. Because nobody else would have hurt your feelings. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just calling you like I see it, bruh. Because somebody don't believe in your brainwashing. We supposed to stick together, but y'all seem sitting over here deeming people brothers and sisters of God while y'all deeming other people working for man and all this shit. Bread ain't on you to judge nobody. And I don't get how everybody keeps skipping over that part in the Bible. You know what I'm talking about? God say have your own free will. You know what I'm talking about? Don't judge nobody. You really supposed to love everybody. Whether what somebody believe on earth or not. God might not be done with them yet. So they might not believe in God right now and believe in God in the next 30 seconds. That's not up to us to decide, folks. So when you see it, I don't get why it's so hard for y'all to treat other people with love. I don't see why as soon as you see something that you deem foul, you want to jump in the spirit of God. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get to talking about what he said. You know what I'm talking about? You don't get the fuck out my face with that shit. But look, remember, because I'm going to get on up out of here. But I was on the lie today, right? I was really on a couple of them. But this is what I noticed. Ever since I start talking about like the Bible or church people and woo, I noticed, like, say I jump in a live or something and there's a bunch of church people on there. And you can say, I'm talking about even men. And you can say, shout out to everybody in the chat. Now, I ain't expect. I know bread rubs everybody, irritates the shit out of people the wrong way. And I'm just going to tell you what I've been telling you for the last 30 years. Fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? But you can say shout out to everybody. Maybe one or two people will speak, right? Now, you got, man, this is what I'm talking about, how they'll blend them female ways in on men. It's just like if you walk in the house, right? Now, this is a female action, bruh. And you speak to everybody, then the female turn around. Now, she heard you speak, but she turned around and started talking to people on purpose. That wasn't you. To let you know she got an attitude. You know what I'm talking about? That's a female action, but that's the shit that men do now. It don't make no sense. Because really, though, I mean, the people who know me for real know me for real. But a lot of people on this shit I don't even know for real. So Brett shouldn't be able to come up here and say nothing to make you feel some kind of way about me. Because I don't give a fuck what somebody else say. That's just your point of view. And that's what I'll be talking about, them old female ass behaviors. You know what I'm talking about? That shit be invisible, folks, but it make you act a certain kind of way. It makes you act like a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You over there acting like a female and shit, man. That's what that shit'll do, bruh. It'll put some ways into you. The internet, all this shit, bruh. It's old school little girl, bitchy ass. Your mama wear panties, your mama don't shit. We don't do nothing but maximize mess on this shit, folks. Nigga ain't even entertained about hearing no real information, folks. You just want to maximize the mess. We all do that shit, man. You get what I'm talking about? Some more than others. But that's what's wrong with the people, bro. I told you, we just in a big ass ball of confusion. We just is, folks. But one of the biggest maximizers of mess is the fucking church people, man. Because y'all run around and say everything that God said, but don't apply it to yourself. Y'all sit around and judge people by a book somebody else gave you. You will listen to them and sit here and act like, bro, don't know what he talking about. Y'all crazy with that shit, man. That's why you're going to be asleep forever. Can't nobody else tell me what somebody said, bro. They just can't. That person got to tell me. But we'll sit around here and put ourselves on a spiritual motherfucking pedestal and act like everybody else don't got their own relationship with God, because we can determine that now. Because God gave us the special power to judge people. You know what I'm talking about? He came back down and said, no, it's cool though. Forget about what I said. You can judge people now. Y'all don't even get how much of a hypocrite y'all be with that shit. And I say everybody is like, we all hypocrites, because you just gonna feel different one day maybe. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is just spewing them words, bruh, it'd be hypocritical. Because we don't never take the motherfuckers and try to apply them to ourselves first. We just want to come show people how much knowledge of the Bible we got. Because somebody else came and gave us this book and told us this is what God said. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't gonna question them, but you'll sit up here and act like I don't know what I'm talking about. We're so tired. Humans kill me, man. Y'all kill me, man. Y'all so smart, you sleep. You so smart, you can learn how to walk while you sleep. I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all. I let that one right there sit on y'all. But we all maximize mess, man. But them people who always trying to judge people and trying to deem theyself, we all the same, folks. It's supposed to be about the love, not the judge. You know what I'm talking about? And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.